Good morning, good evening, good afternoon guys. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Today I'm bringing to you something which was actually requested, which I thought would be quite a fun idea. So I'm taking you through my race prep. So I'm racing on Sunday. If you've not watched my injury diaries, then you won't know that I'm just using it as a training meet. The injury diaries is linked below. Please watch it. I am injured. Well, I have been injured. I'm on my way back. Excuse the pun. And I thought it'd be fun for you guys to come along with me and see what's happening. Just saying, my skin looks really good at the moment, so don't know why that is. But you guys can come along with me and let's cue the intro. Okay guys, so welcome back, and I thought I would do something a little bit different. As you can see, I've put my foam roller in there and a towel in my swimming bag, so this is what I pack for a normal meet. I'm putting my swim hat and my goggles into my block bag. I've got another two training hats in there alongside my domed hat. I've got a race suit with me, even though I'm not going to wear a race suit for this particular meet, but usually I would pack 2, maybe 3 race suits just as backup, and I'm putting that into my bag. Then I've got a pair of shorts, which will be perfect from poolside. Alongside this, I have some snacks such as these rice cakes and my purse, just because if I need to buy anything there. I'm taking my fins and my snorkel just for warm up and swim down, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. Okay, so as you can see, because I'm going home, I'm packing my suitcase, and I'm kind of just being a typical uni student and taking all my dirty washing home. Why not if mum's going to pay for it? Sorry, mum. So yeah, I'm just taking all my dirty washing home, just taking my darks, just because I really need my uni tops washed for the meet. So I'm just packing them into my suitcase. I'm also packing a nice sweatshirt just because it was my birthday on Thursday, so on Saturday we will probably have some celebrations. I'm not taking any makeup home just because it's just close family, but yeah, I'm going to take my sweatshirt home with me. Okay, so here you can see that I'm writing up my logbook from the session. If you want to know what's in my logbook, then I've done a video on this. I'll link it below, what's in my logbook. But I was just generally writing the session from that day. So this is filmed on Friday. So I had a pace set, and I was just writing up, writing how I'd felt, what paces I was holding, how I was feeling before and after the session, and generally how optimistic I was with the session. In my logbook, I tried to keep it fairly positive, just because I like to look back on it and see ways to progress. I also feel like if I write something down that's positive, I feel more positive about the session. Even if it wasn't a good session, there's always something positive to look at. So yeah, I'm just writing it up amongst my messy room with the bags all over the bed. But you can definitely see my thinking face, and to be honest, I think it's so important to write a logbook. I'm obviously banging on about it again in this video, but it's definitely a good thing to do, especially just for your mental well-being, to know where you were and to gain some sort of positivity from a bad swim. So what I'm also doing is writing down some goals for the weekend, which I will share with you, but I will sit in front of the camera and talk at you guys, just so that you guys can understand what I'm looking for this weekend and what I would like from this weekend. I'm really looking forward to this weekend of racing, even though I have been injured, because I think it will be a really good weekend to learn and to just get in and swim fast. I'm only wearing a training suit, but I do think it will be a really good weekend and chance to learn where I'm at. It's not my usual meet events, but I still think it'll be a good meet, and I'm really looking forward to getting in and just having fun and racing again. I think that's a massive goal of mine this year. Okay guys, so I just want to speak to you about my goals for this weekend. Obviously it is just a training meet for me due to the fact that I've kind of not really had the best build up to this meet, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it my all. The main goal I want from the whole of the Sunday, so I'm only swimming on the Sunday, is West Districts, and I'm swimming the 200 back and the 50 free. The 200 back being in the morning, the 50 free being in the afternoon. And if you don't know me, these are not races which I regularly race. They're just a bit of fun and a chance to learn something from it. Obviously I do want to get something out of it, so I'm setting goals. My overall goal for the Sunday, the day of racing, we ain't got no rest day this weekend. My main goal is stay positive, learn something, and get in a good warm-up and a good swim down and get my meters quite high for the overall day. Just because it obviously is a training meet and I want to get something from it. So the 200 back, I want to generally test myself. Now, 200 back is obviously a very speed endurance based event. I am not going to be a little wimp. I'm just going to go for it, and if I die, then I die, but at least I know where my speed is at, where my endurance is at. Obviously my fitness isn't as high as I would have hoped, but yeah, I'm just going to go for it from the start. I want my technique to be good. I want to have a nice catch in the water. Yeah, I don't want to think too much. I don't want to make too many technical goals, because my theory is that I'll think too much in the race and just not go for it, and I'll be too busy thinking about what I'm doing rather than going fast. So that's what I want. I want the catch to be right, and I want to just go for it from the start. So hit the second 50, and if I die, I die. So that's the 200 back, whereas the 50 free, I just want to get in and go. Chances are I'm probably going to die in the last 10 meters, but I'm just going to get in, go, spin my arms as fast as I can and see where I'm at. I mean, we did speed the other day in training and it wasn't overly fast, but do you know what? I'm just going to go for it and try and get as much power from it as I can. I want to really try and make sure that I look powerful and I'm high in the water. Obviously I'm just wearing a training suit, as I said before. If you guys don't know, normally swimmers wear race suits, but to me, I've not done enough training for this meet. I'm nowhere near as fit as I would have liked to be at this time of the year, but that's okay. It's okay. Stuff happens. I'm going to keep it PG. So yeah, I'm just wearing a training suit. I'm still going to wear a domed hat. But I'm just going to wear a training suit just so that there's not that extra pressure on me. I want to keep it nice and relaxed, nice and chilled out, and fairly positive. That's my main goal, because if you've not watched my swimming journey, just plugging all these videos in this video, if you've not watched my swimming journey, then you will not know that I nearly quit due to too much pressure being put on myself. So yeah, this year it's all about enjoying the journey and just learning as much as I can. It's really a progression year mentally and physically this year for me, with this transition to open water. So obviously 200 back 50 free, it's not as close to open water as an 800, but do you know what? I'm in no fit shape to swim an 800 at the moment, and it'll be fun to do something different, and it's always good to challenge yourself with different things. So yeah, I'm rambling on too much about this weekend, but I am really excited to just get in and race, and it's so good to actually be excited to race. There would be so many meets where I would be dreading it, and thinking that I would just swim badly and that I was a failure for swimming badly, but I'm actually so excited to just get in and race and enjoy racing, have a laugh and learn something from it. I really want to take something from this weekend, so hopefully at the end of the weekend I'm sitting in front of this camera and telling you what I've learned. That's all I want. And the reason why I'm documenting this is because, one, it'll be good for me to look at, how I was feeling during the meet, but two, it's also helpful for you guys. I mean, I'm nowhere near a Olympic swimmer. Like the guys who are in my top squad at uni, do you know what? I'm nowhere near them, but I still love swimming and it is still part of my life, and I feel like it's really helpful for young athletes to understand the way a uni swimmer works and the way meets run and things like that. Now it's obviously just a little meet, but I'm still looking forward to it. We treat every meet like they're the same meet. A time trial is just the same as a national event. It's always a chance to race and learn something and progress. So I feel really good mentally to be in such a good headspace to race. Previously I would have seen failure as failure, that I'm a failure and that I've not done good enough. But I feel like I'm going into this meet accepting the fact that I'm not on form, but accepting the fact that failure is a way to progress and it's a step forward to learn and improve. I mean, obviously it's not my main events, but it's still a chance to learn about where I am physically and what I need to do. So I'm really excited, if that's not obvious. And it's really nice to be excited. It is really, really nice to be excited. Okay, so I'm just getting ready to leave. It's Saturday morning. Bright and early on a Saturday morning. Didn't want to get up this morning, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm pretty much ready to leave, but I'm so excited to see my little puppy. It is a well-known fact that Missy is a Niall Wilson fan, given the fact that she got a retweet on Twitter and I didn't. What's that all about? What's that all about, Missy? Atrocious. Atrocious. I'm not salty at all. Also, do you like my onesie? So, if you guys are wondering why I am wearing my hat and scarf, not my hat and scarf, my jacket and scarf in the house, it's because my parents never put the heating on. Slight problem after abusing the heating at uni. The luck when you don't pay for it in halls. But yeah, so we just had dinner. I'm just running a bath as soon as I can actually have one. And I'm not gonna lie, it was not my typical pre-race. Got conditioner on my hands. It was not my pre-race typical meal before a race. That makes no sense whatsoever. It was not my typical pre-race standard meal. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still had some protein and some carbs, but we also had a lot of fat. So we had a chippy, somehow managed to get a fish.
Just my fish for me 12 o'clock meal. I'll have it with a rice cake.
And a smoked sausage and some chips, and you can't go wrong with a bit of curry sauce. But obviously that is not my normal pre-race meal.
8 o'clock in the morning I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 10 o'clock I'll have fish. At 12 o'clock I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 2 o'clock I'll have fish. At 4 o'clock, just before I train, I'll have fish and a rice cake. I'll train. I'll have me fish. I'll come home, have some more fish with a rice cake, and then have some fish before I go to bed. And then that's it for the day.
I would normally go for something a bit more healthy, some protein and some carbs, maybe like chicken curry or something. But I've kind of accepted the fact that this is just a fun weekend. Also, it was my birthday on Thursday, so this is the first time celebrating with my family, and to be honest, it was just nice to celebrate. We had a bit of cake, had a bit of ice cream, had basically everything you're not supposed to have, but you know what, it's fine, everything in moderation, and do you know what, like, I'm not gonna change how this weekend goes just by eating fairly healthy tonight. Like, the past couple of weeks of training have not been what I wanted them to be, but the fact that I'm still excited to race is such a big step for me, and the fact that I'm still going to race again is a big step for me, and hopefully still come out positive. But yeah, as I said, I'm running a bath. I'm gonna have a bath tonight just to like chill, and then I'll play with my doggy and get ready for the morning. Got an early start, so I plan on leaving here at 6. So yeah, it's kind of early, but yeah, it's not my typical race meal. But the thing I want you guys to take from this is do what I say, not as I do. Okay, so usually on a night before an event or a race, I like to keep myself fairly chilled and just watch whatever's on the telly or on my laptop. So usually I tend to go by Netflix, because who doesn't love Netflix? So yeah, I tend to stick to a fairly chill night. Usually I'll either have a pamper night or a bath like I've just done if I'm at home, or a face mask or something like that, just fairly chill, just keep myself relaxed and keep myself focused and keep any bad thoughts away. So tonight I'm just rewatching episode 1, season 1 of Prison Break, because my mum and dad have never seen it, so I'm watching it with my mum. My dad's doing something to my car. I kind of have no idea. He said he needed to do something while I was down, so yeah. So I'm just going to watch this season 1, episode 1 of Prison Break. So far, I have watched episode 1 and 2 on my own with someone else, but because I'm watching it with someone, I feel bad if I watch episode 3 without them. So I'm kind of stuck to rewatching episode 1 and 2, but so far I am hooked. It is so good, so nobody spoil it for me. Nobody comment below any spoilers, otherwise I'm not going to be your best pal. And yeah, honestly, loving Prison Break. I did say I wanted a new series to watch. Can't remember what I finished last time. It's gone. It's completely gone. But yeah, so far I've started watching Prison Break and I'm kind of hooked on it, and it's pretty good. So I'm just going to watch that for a bit, and then I'm going to head to bed, try and get an early night, and Mum?
Oh, hello.
Hello. And be up about 6ish. Okay, so I'm just waiting on my parentals. Whew, it's chilly in here. They have decided that they're going to come just because they can. But I thought I'd speak to you about this morning because I've actually not picked up the camera. The one thing I would say is there is nothing more confusing than coming home for a night and waking up in the morning, because I was so confused when I woke up and didn't have a clue where I was. The light switch wasn't in the light switch space, and it was just so weird. And then I had my usual bowl of Rice Krispies. Well, it's not my usual, and to be honest, normally I just have whatever there is. I'm not overly superstitious in the way of breakfast before a race, but I do generally stick to something fairly similar that I know is okay for me. I just had a bowl of Rice Krispies because I'm a 5-year-old, so some things never change. So I'm just, as I said, I'm just waiting on my parents, and then I'm going to drive up and they're going to follow me because I need my car to be taken up as well. So, and they're going to need to get back somehow, so we're going to need to take 2 cars, but hey ho, we will see what happens. Maybe my dad will come with me to keep me company. Scream him up. Okay guys, so this was my first race and it was the 200 backstroke in the morning. I am in lane 2 with those big long ass arms, and my dad kindly filmed this for me. So as you can see, I'm just in a training suit, but I'm very happy with the swim. This man's head's in the way. I'm very happy with the swim considering my lack of fitness at the moment, just after being injured. Obviously I just use it as a training meet, but my pace was fairly even. I did die in the last 100 though. My underwater was good off this turn, as you can see, but that did hurt my back a little bit, so I kind of eased it off on the next 2 turns. I would say that my stroke looks really smooth and powerful. That is the one positive that I can definitely take from this meet. The fact that there's so much power behind that stroke, and even though that I haven't been in the gym as much due to my injury, but I would definitely say that I'm definitely happy with how strong my stroke looks. The only thing I would say is my kick's a little bit vacant. Sometimes, clearly I forgot to use my legs, and they're long enough, so I need to get some strength into those bad boys, but that's quite a good thing to look forward to improving. As you can see, I've got really long arms. I mean, I am quite far behind, but that's to be expected, especially after having so much time off. Overall, the time wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be. But obviously it's nothing amazing. It's not too slow though, I would say that. I think the one thing I just have to look at is the rate definitely drops from about here till the end, and I think that's just because I absolutely died on my backside. But yeah, so obviously this is my first race in the morning. I warmed up, and I did about a K and a half warm up, just because obviously it is a training meet, so I did do a little bit more. This one's head again. What is this? And then I swam down after this race and just did, I did 400 meters, and then I stretched, and then I did another 400 meters just because my back was quite sore after this swim from the underwater work. But yeah, and then I had my lunch, which you will see when I eventually finish this race. But yeah, I was happy with this race considering I've been injured. I mean, I couldn't expect too much from it, obviously. So here was my lunch. I had a peri-peri chicken salad and a chicken and bacon sandwich alongside, oh my gosh, we're already on the 53, alongside a flapjack. So this is the 53, obviously training suit again. I actually wore a domed hat for this one. My dive does look quite hesitant, but that's natural after having a bad back, and it actually didn't hurt me. The one thing I would say is my stroke looks really powerful here, and around about here now it starts to die off a little bit, but that's obviously just lack of fitness. But I'm very happy with how strong this stroke looks. I look really in control. I look like I'm catching the water well. I am very happy with how that stroke looks considering I am a freestyler. So yeah. Okay guys, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you have any questions about racing, feel free to comment below. But in the meantime, thank you guys for watching today's vlog. I hope you had a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Please give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Click the subscribe button to join the family, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!